Good morning, all of you. Am I audible to all of you? Please mention whether the audio and video is clear to all. Welcome all to this live lecture series. This is a second lecture in this live lecture series. The first lecture is available in this profile itself. And we are discussing 15 different shortcut methods for general aptitude. Today we will be discussing 4 new methods. So, and we will wait for 1 minute. By that time, please invite your friends also to this YouTube live series. Let more people join. Friends means you can invite any of your friends who are preparing for any competitive exam, because these methods are useful for any general aptitude test. So please let your friends also know about this lecture. Share this link through WhatsApp or Telegram. Copy this link and share it with them. And for the new people, this is the bio of me, and this is the book I have written for general aptitude section, which is currently the bestseller book available for general aptitude section for CSIR in Amazon and Flipkart. And this is the Unacademy profile of mine. Those of you who want to learn from me more through the free classes itself, there are completely free classes, more than 300 of them in this profile in Unacademy. Just download the mobile application Unacademy and search this name Christy Varghese. And if you are new to the platform, you can use this invite code to access the free classes, and you can watch all the previous 300 plus free classes on CSIR, GATE, DBT, Vedic Math, etc. You can see all these in my profile. All of them are completely free. Only the plus and iconic courses are paid, but the special classes are free classes. You can access more than 300 of them. And this is the latest free class I have started. All of you are welcome to attend this. Tomorrow 11 a.m. we will be having this class. So tomorrow's class is not in YouTube. Tomorrow's class is in the Unacademy mobile application or Unacademy website. Tomorrow 11 a.m. and we will be discussing 20 practice questions tomorrow in the rapid fire series. So enroll for that also. It's completely free. Tomorrow 11 a.m. In the description of this video, you can see the details of the profile in Unacademy, my profile in Unacademy, or just search this Christy Varghese profile by downloading the mobile application or visiting the website unacademy.com. Or if you want to get updated from me, you can be part of my Telegram group so that you can get updated. And this is the plus courses I offer. The latest plus course is starting 2:30 p.m. today. And this plus course is also part of this Excel batch course on life sciences. The top 4 educators for life sciences are coming together to teach the life sciences students, and almost all the topics of life science net exam is covered, including general aptitude, which I will be dealing. The timing is 2:30 p.m. to 4 p.m. And how you can be part of this full courses, for that you need to take Unacademy Plus or Iconic subscription. And this is the packages of Unacademy Iconic or Plus. By applying the referral code CC10 or CC10 Live, this will be the discounted pricing, and this pricing is applicable only till July 15th, because the price hike in CSIR subscription is happening very soon. So if you are planning to take subscription, you can subscribe and attend from beginning. Today 2:30 p.m. onwards, a new plus course I am starting. So use this details to take Unacademy Plus subscription. And there is a special offer Unacademy is giving for plus subscription this month. For every 6-month subscription, 1 month extra, and 12-month subscription, 2 month extra for plus and iconic subscription. So, and these are some of the other full courses I offered in my profile. Okay, so I think we can start now. More people are joining, I guess. If any of your friends you missed to invite, please invite them right now. These are the methods we discussed, except the last method that we will discuss today. So the summary of yesterday's class: what is mathematical direct method we discussed, elimination by substitution we discussed, elimination by analyzing options we discussed, visual method today we are going to discuss, taking example method today we are going to discuss, elimination with related options today we are going to discuss, and also taking example method today we are going to discuss. These are the 4 things that we are going to discuss today. So yeah, this is where I stopped yesterday. This question we discussed with 2 different approaches. I explained this, the direct method and the elimination by analyzing options method. I told you here substituting option is difficult. That is why you have to analyze options and eliminate them by analyzing each statement. So that was one way, and that was the easiest way here because the options were so simple. This is the way we analyzed it and eliminated it. I am not repeating it, but the options were so simple. Or I will just give a summary of it so that those people who missed this question yesterday can get an idea and understand the other methods also. Just asking if the audio and video is clear or not, please mention in the chat. So the question was saying, Depp told Baker that Chino was on his way. So there are 4 people, Ajay, Bandi, Chino, Depp. There are 4 professions, baker, compounder, designer, and agent. And this is the first hypothesis. Depp told Baker that Chino is on his way. Okay, I will do one thing. For the new students, I will give you 30 seconds to try this question, or at least read the question by that time. Please do that. Just read the question. And I am going to teach you the visual method of doing this question. How visual method will save a lot of time in many questions. That is what I am going to teach you. So just read the question, all the new students. Let me check in the group everyone is able to access the link. By that time, please check it. Yeah, what is the answer? Those of you got the answer, you can mention that also. D option. Okay. So there are 4 people and there are 4 professions. Every one person have only one profession, and there are few clues to identify what profession each people are having. The first clue is Depp told Baker that Chino is on his way. So Depp is not Baker. Chino is not Baker. So physics paradox, just refresh and check, because I don't think there is an audio issue. I am checking in my mobile also. Is the audio and video clear to all? Please mention. If it is specific to 1 or 2 people, it may be a network issue in your network. The audio video is clear. Okay. So those of you are facing audio or video issue, just rejoin or change the network to some other Wi-Fi and see whether it is working properly. It is clear. Okay, thank you all for your updates. So anyway, Depp told Baker that Chino was on his way. So Depp is talking to Baker, so Depp is not Baker. And Depp is talking to Baker about Chino, so Chino is not Baker. Chino's Baker is given in option A, so this option is eliminated. And Ajay is sitting with the designer and next to compounder. So Ajay is with them. So Ajay cannot be them. Ajay is with the compounder, so Ajay cannot be the compounder. So option B is eliminated. And Chino is on the way means Chino is moving from one place to another. So Chino cannot be the person who is sitting with Ajay. That is the designer or compounder. Chino cannot be, because Chino is moving from one place to another when we are reading this question. But designer and compounder is sitting somewhere. The Chino cannot be the designer. So option C is also eliminated. As 3 options are eliminated, D is the correct answer. This is what we discussed yesterday, elimination by analyzing options. In this question, this is easier because the options were so simple. But definitely, if they wish, if a person who is setting the question paper wish, can make this options tougher that you don't easily can eliminate these options, or you may eliminate 2 options but still are remaining with 2 options, and you are stuck with it. For example, in case option C is not saying Chinu is designer, option is saying Chinu is the agent, and accordingly changing the other things, then you will be only eliminating these two options. Still two more options are remaining, and you'll be stuck there, that you may not be able to eliminate, or it is difficult to eliminate one more option. So that is the problem with elimination methods. If the options are tough, very rarely that happens. Most of the time CSIR and all give you only medium level or easy options so that you can easily eliminate them. But in case this gets tougher, you need a plan B na? In even whatever worst scenario it is, you should be able to get the answer. So what is the plan B to get the answer? That is what I am going to teach you. In this question, the plan B is taking time more than the plan A, but when the options are tougher, the plan B will be better. So the plan B, listen very carefully, called visual method. We are visualizing the situation. Visual method just means taking the help of a visual to analyze the data properly. The visual can be anything. It can be a table, it can be a graph, it can be a Venn diagram. In this question, the best visual to use is the table. With the table, let us analyze these same hypotheses. That is why I repeated the question, because you should be familiar with these hypotheses. First hypothesis is Deb told Baker that Chinu is on the way. So there are 4 people, Ajay, Bandi, Chinu, Deb. This will be very fun to do. So all of you listen very carefully. Deb told Baker means Deb is not the baker. So you can put a cross here, because Deb not being the baker. And Chinu not baker, because about Chinu it is told to the baker. So Chinu cannot be the baker. So you can cross here. Are you agreeing why Chinu cannot be the baker? Is that clear to all? That means you can put these two crosses to denote that Deb and Chinu cannot be bakers. And the good thing about table is you don't have to write anything, you don't have to memorize anything, you don't have to even analyze more things like in the direct method. So Deb told Baker Chinu is on the way. So Deb is not baker, Chinu is not baker. Now the next sentence, Ajay is sitting across the designer and next to the compounder. We already told what does that mean. Across the designer means opposite to the designer. Next to the compounder means adjacent to the compounder. So what does that mean? We can say Ajay is with the compounder and with the designer. As Ajay is with them, Ajay cannot be them. Ajay cannot be them means we can say that Ajay being designer, Ajay being compounder can be crossed. I'll just adjust the slides. Ajay being designer, Ajay being compounder can be crossed. That means this, look at this cross. These two crosses, I think it is justified. All of you. Ajay not compounder, Ajay not designer. Because Ajay is sitting with them. Now, I already told you in the previous method, when we analyzed elimination also, I told you Chinu is on the way. But designer and compounder is not on the way, they are sitting somewhere. So definitely Ajay cannot be compounder designer. Same way, Chinu cannot be compounder designer. Is that clear? Why Chinu cannot be compounder designer? Please respond, all of you. And that can be put by these two crosses. Chinu not compounder, not designer. Finally, designer told nothing. Designer told nothing means designer was silent. If designer was silent means definitely Chinu was not Deb is not the designer, because Deb was not silent. Deb was not silent because question clearly says Deb was talking to the baker. The person who is talking cannot be the silent person. So Deb is not the designer. So we can put a cross like this here. I hope that is also clear. So this is what you can represent from the situations given. Now, we are asked to identify the professions of all these 4 people, Ajay, Bandi, Chinu and Deb. Now it is like a game of Sudoku. In the game of Sudoku, you are supposed to write a number only once in every row and every column. Same way, here you have to write a tick only once in every row and column. What does that tick mean? For example, look at the Chinu row. If you look at the Chinu row, you can clearly see Chinu is not baker, not compounder, not designer. So definitely Chinu should be an agent. Chinu should be an agent. Is that clear? Every row only one tick is possible because every person can have only one profession according to the question. Now another fact is every profession can have only one person having that profession now, because question says 4 people, 4 different professions. So we can put 3 crosses in the remaining cells in the row in the column of agent. Is that clear? Why we can do so? In every column only one tick, in every row only one tick. So we can say these 3 are crosses. These 3 are crosses. Now look at the depth row. If you look at the depth row, 3 crosses. Definitely the remaining should be a tick now. The remaining should be a tick. So we can say depth should be a compounder. So this tick also is justified. That tick means compounder we already got. So Bunty cannot be a compounder. It should be a baker because in the Ajay row, agent, compounder, designer are deleted. So the only possibility is Ajay should be a baker. So Bunty is not a baker. So Bunty can only be a designer. It will be fun to fill this table after putting the crosses. You are following the fact that every row and column should exactly have one tick in it. Not more than that, not less than that. Please respond. Is this clear to all of you? Now, the practical aspect of this method. This method should be done only if the question is tougher to understand or the options are difficult. Otherwise, elimination itself is faster if the options are simple. But in the case when options are tough, in this kind of a question, the table method or visual method will be helpful. I just took this question as an example to explain you the relevance of this visuals or pictures. So that is what I am calling as visual method. So I hope this is clear to all of you. Okay. So visual method, one example we learned. So by that we can say Chinu is agent, Deb is compounder, Ajay is baker, and Bunty is designer. And the good thing about this is how much tough is the answer option, still you will get the answer. That is a good thing about this method for this question. I'll give you more examples of visual method maybe in the next class. Today I will give you more insights of other methods also, and then we will go for examples from each of the methods we discussed. So can you try this question? We will learn another method now. All of you try this question, please. Travelex, yesterday's lecture, watch it please. Then only you will understand the faster methods for this question. The elimination by analyzing option was easier because the options were easy. As I told yesterday, it is like a war where if you have more variety of weapon, it will be better so that you can use it at the right time. If you are limited with your weapon or if you are limited with your number of methods, it will be difficult and time consuming. Okay, many of you got it right. Complete, all of you. Complete your trial, all of you. Okay, so I'll start explaining. So this question can be done in different ways. I'll just list out all the ways, but I will focus on one better method for doing these kinds of questions. First of all, direct method is possible. Again, focusing on direct method is not the point of this question. I want to show you the varieties of methods. So I am going to introduce a new method called taking example with this question. But before that, let us see the limitations of other methods. One method you can use is direct method. Let x be the required unknown. Let x be the required unknown. Then 10% discount on x means 90% of x. 90% of x is the price at which I bought a shirt. And I am selling it to my friend at 10% loss. That means on this money, on 100% of this money, you are using 10% of the money. That means 90% of this money is remaining. And that money is 729. So that money is 729. This equation, if you solve, you will get the answer. For a mathematical background student, this method is also fine if you are flexible with writing equations like this and then solving equations faster. This is called, we can say, a mixture of direct method, logical and mathematical together. But for a non-mathematical background student or for a student who takes time to form and solve equation, this is not the advisable method. So for them or for those students who feel doing math is taking time, doing computation is taking time, you can depend upon other methods. One method is elimination by substitution, which we discussed last class. You just substitute options and see what will happen. If option A is the answer, 900 is the answer. What is the question actually? Question is, what is the undiscounted price of the shirt? The printed price or MRP or marked price all means the same. The marked price of the shirt is the question. If option A is the answer, 900 is the marked price. That means on the printed price I got a 10% discount is the meaning of the first sentence. That means on 900 I got 10% discount. So 90 rupees the discount because 10% of 900 is 90 now. I have taken speed math technique lectures where I explain how to find percentage of any number. Check out that in this YouTube channel. There is a playlist called Vedic Math Tricks with Christy Varghese. In that playlist you can see all the shortcut tricks you can use for percentage or multiplication or addition or division or squaring, square rooting, cubing, cube rooting, etc. Go through that. Anyway, 900, 10% is 90 reduced 810. That means 810 is the price at which I bought this shirt. Now, that is my investment then. I sold it to a friend at a loss of 10% means on my investment 10% is lost. 10% of 810 is 81. So I know 81 rupees from 810 rupees. That means the remaining rupees is 729. That means I am selling it to my friend at 729 rupees. So definitely he paying 729 rupees makes total sense. Question also says 729. We are also reaching at 729. So there is no contradiction. So option A is the correct answer. Is that clear? So this is the elimination by substitution method. But here, why this is easy? Because first option is the answer. If 900 was on fourth option and 911.25 was the first option, this will be very clumsy a method because you have to try this, then only you can reach option D. Yesterday also I told you this is a limitation of elimination by substitution method, that you may have to repeat the method many times. That may be time consuming. This is what I just told now. But if option A was not the answer, you have to try the same for option B also and see that 729 is not obtained. Likewise, the similar options. That means again you need a plan B because we don't know when or option A will be the correct answer. Or we have no estimate which will be the correct option now. So definitely here if you have a better method, it is good. So first method was mathematical direct method or logical direct method. Second was elimination by substitution. Let us analyze the drawbacks of both. First method, the problem was it was mathematical. Second method, the problem was it is repetition. So we want to avoid both these problems. We don't want to make it too much mathematical or too much computational. We don't want to repeat the process also. To eliminate both these drawbacks, we are devising a method called taking example method. Taking example method can be used on a variety of questions. So in these percentage kind of question, you should use a convenient example to start with. Elimination method means you are depending upon answer options to start with now. But instead of that, if you take an example to start with, that will give you faster answers. I will explain how. Undiscounted price of the shirt, what is it? We don't know. So in direct method, we take it as X. What I'm saying is don't take it as X, don't take it as answer option. Take it as convenient value, say 100. And why 100 is convenient? Whenever percentage is there, 100 is the value which is easiest to calculate. Because percentage of 100 out of 100 itself is percentage. Now. So definitely taking 100 as the undiscounted price of the shirt, you can interpret the data easily because we have nothing to start with. That is a major problem with many people. How to start the question they don't know. So for that I am telling a guideline. Take the required unknown as 100. I bought a shirt at 10% discount means on 100 I got 10 rupee discounted. That is 90 rupees the price I paid. Is that clear to all? How 90 rupees is the price I paid? So 90 rupee I invested on this product and I'm selling this product to my friend at 10% loss. So on 90, 10 percentage I lost. 10% of 90 is 9 rupee. So I lost 9 rupee means I have remaining 81 rupees with me. Is that clear? How 81 rupees is remaining? So I have read the whole question with an example I have. And finally I am getting 81. That means 81 should be the price the friend should pay me if 100 is the MRP of the shirt or the printed price of the shirt. Is that much clear? But we know that 100 was just a random number and that being the answer, the chances is very, very, very rare. But the good thing about that is now you can adjust it. 81 is the final answer, but you are supposed to get 729 as the final answer. Are you getting this? Means our values 9 times is the original value. You can check it out. 729 by 81 is 9. Na? 9 cube is 729. 9 square is 81. So our value is 9 times is 729. That means our assumptions 9 times should be the original assumption or original initial value and 900 is the answer. The good thing about this method is you don't have to repeat the process like in elimination method and you don't have to be lucky that the options are simple. Whatever tough is the answer option, you get the answer. Is this clear? Now please ask doubts on this. So in percentage question taking 100 is the good idea, but in other questions 100 may not be the best example. Taking example just means using the help of using examples to make the question simpler, make our analysis or computation faster. Look at this picture and see whether it is completely clear. And mention in the chat whether this is clear, all of you. Answer is 900. Yes, Lekhan. I will show you one more example for you to try this. So that will be more clear. And I want all of you to try this method on the next example. So try this question. This is another net exam problem itself. Make an attempt, all of you, and make an attempt with the taking example method because this question is very similar to the previous question. All of you try this. And you can mention the answer in the chat after you complete. So today we learned two methods already. One was visual method. One aspect of visual method we completed. More aspects we will complete either today or in the next class. And secondly, taking example method. Yeah, can anyone tell me why this is working? Why this scaling the final value scales the initial value also? Because when you are taking a percentage, that is just a multiplication. You are taking 90% of a number. 90% of a number is nothing but 90 by 100 into something. That is 0.9 into something. That is just a multiplication. As it is only multiplication involved, the scaling will be done in the same proportion itself. Final value 9 times, initial value also 9 times. Those people who want to know more about why this is working. So anyway, I will show you one more question after this. Before that, we will finish this. Those people who want. So here, first of all, if you use elimination also, first option is not the answer. You have to try second option. That is the correct answer. And direct method also may be little more challenging for those people who are not very good at computation. So definitely taking example is a better choice. What is a taking example method? What is the full price of the book? You just take let 100 be the full price of the book. Now student buys a book from an online shop at 20% discount means on this, yeah, now I will try to repeat in Hindi so that those people who are more good to understand with Hindi can also understand. तो ये क्वेश्चन में 20% डिस्काउंट फुल प्राइस में दे रहा है तो 100 पे 20% डिस्काउंट मींस 20 rupees ना so how much is remaining 80 rupees is remaining. Now the 80 rupee book the second friend is getting 20% less than his friend. मतलब second friend को second student को first student का प्राइस से भी 20% कम रुपीस में मिल रहा है मतलब 80 का 20% कम. फर्स्ट स्टूडेंट का प्राइस से भी 20 कम है. या विल कम बैक टू दिस 192 पार्ट. बिफोर दैट 20% लेस देन हिज फ्रेंड्स प्राइस. फ्रेंड्स प्राइस क्या है 80 रुपीस है. 80 रुपीस का 20% कितना है 16 रुपीस है. 16 रुपी कम किया तो क्या मिलेगा 64 रुपीस मिलेगा. Yes, 16 how to find it in my percentage Mendel arithmetic class I have taught. 80 rupees का 10% तो 8 है shifting a decimal to the left. 20% तो 8 plus 8 16 होगा तो 16 कम किया तो 64 मिलेगा. Now 64 final price. But question में मतलब the friend is paying 64 rupee. Second person is paying 64 rupees. लेकिन क्वेश्चन में क्लियरली दिया है सेकेंड पर्सन इज पेइंग ओनली 192 रुपीज. पेइंग 192 रुपीज. बुक फेयर प्राइस 192 रुपीज है मतलब 64 को 192 बनाना है. वी हैव मेड अ मिस्टेक. वी वांट टू करेक्ट द मिस्टेक बाय लुकिंग एट हाउ मच टाइम्स आवर नंबर इज द ओरिजिनल नंबर. 64 into 3 है 192. Otherwise 192 by 64 you do and see how much factor it is. So 64 into 3 is 192. So definitely the initial value also 100 into 3, 300 is the answer. So option B is the answer. Is that clear to all of you? Taking example method. Those of you have doubt, specify your doubt. Same like previous question. They just twisted the sentences a bit, but the same idea itself as the previous question. This was also a previous NET exam problem itself. So that is how taking example method can simplify many questions. One more example, can you try this? Where it is not money, it is about numbers or people who are getting job. Another NET exam problem, and the hint I can give us, you can use the same taking example method. Good to know, Kajal. Definitely, yeah, this method will help you a lot to save time and to understand the question better, because you are having easy understanding with 100 and then correcting your understanding, knowing that we have to correct it. That is the thing. So if you felt these methods are good, let me know through the comments or chat, or you can like or dislike this video, or if you understood or not understood, that also can be done. This method valid on percentage problems. Any problem, Arun Kumar, I will show you more examples. I will show you one or two variations also. Some of you already got the answer. Some of you are getting the answer repeatedly many times. Post the answer only one time, please, all of you. Okay, due to lack of time, I will start explaining. So here, again, we will try the same thing on this question. How many students have passed the course? How many students have passed the course? I will just take, let 100 be the number of students who passed the course. 20% of the students of a particular course gets job within 1 year of passing, means whatever be the total number of students who pass the course, 20% of them is getting job in 1 year. That means 20% of 100, as per our example, 20% of 100 is getting job after 1 year. 20% of 100 is 20, 80 will be remaining. Is that clear? And now the second sentence, 20% of the remaining students. Yeah, with respect to our example, remaining students is clearly 80. 20% of that 80, 10% of 80 is 8, 20% is 8 plus 8, 16. So 16 subtracted, it is 64. Getting this, all of you? Again, I am telling how 20% of 80 is 16. If you have doubt, just check the previous classes. Akshat, connected to a different network, Akshat. It is not an audio issue here, because now I am monitoring through my mobile phone itself if there is any audio issue. It is a network issue or a technical issue in your side. Just refresh and check, or rejoin and check. Anyone who have audio or video issue, just reconnect and check. It will be, most probably it will be working. Otherwise, change it to another network or Wi-Fi. Maybe that is an issue. So anyway, 100 becomes 64. Is this clear to all? 100 finally becomes 64. 100 students pass the course. Then finally 64 people are still jobless after 2 years. But question is not agreeing with that. Question is telling that 16 students are jobless after 2 years. After 2 years of passing, only 16 people are still jobless. But what we are getting that 64 people are still jobless. Our answer and the data given in the question is not matching. So we are trying to make it match. How we can make it match? How you can make 64 as 16? By multiplying or dividing. Or what factor is our mistake? That is what we are examining. So our answers, 1/4 is the real answer. Now 1/4 of our answer is the real answer. That means 1/4 of our assumption is the real assumption that you should take. 1/4 of 100 is 25, and 25 is the answer. And again, in this question also, maybe even more than elimination, this method will be helpful. Yeah, one thing I agree. First option and second option is so trivial, you can eliminate them. But if 30 and 60 was the first and second option, it will take much more time. Did you understand this, all of you? Please respond. How 25 is the answer? It's not 20% passing means only 20 students passing. No, 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 no. Not Pratiksh. That is not the meaning of the question. 20%, it is all compared to the people who are passing only, Pratiksh. How many people pass the course? Only that group we are considering. That group, after 1 year, how many people are jobless? After 2 years, how many people are jobless? That is what we are analyzing. After 2 years, question says 16 students are jobless. If so, what was that initial number of students who passed? The number of students who haven't passed, we are not analyzing this question at all. Because how many people passed? 20% of them got job in 1 year. Getting job is the relevant data, not passing and not passing. It is not about passing and not passing. So that you check, option C, 25 is the answer. So again, taking example method for percentage question is done like that, but taking example method scope is not limited to monetary problem or percentage question only. It is an idea that if the question looks clumsy, you can take the help of options. So you can take the help of examples to understand or analyze the question faster. For example, this question. It is not a percentage question at all. But if you use taking example method, the solution can be much faster than your normal solution. I'm sure that anyone can solve this question with any one method. But whether you are using the fastest method, that is what we are trying to know in this series. In the series of 4 lectures, the shortcut methods are the least time consuming method for each question. That is what we are trying to analyze. All of you try this, please. Some of you already got it right. Very good. All of you try it and post your answers. Okay, most of you got it right, I guess. So let us analyze what is the fastest method in this question. Okay, so if A into B is 24, B into C is 32, C into D is 48, and A into D. Yeah, some people do like this. There are 2-3 methods that students tend to use in these questions. This being equation 1, this being equation 2, this being equation 3. You do equation 1 into 3 divided by equation 2. I agree that is a smart way, but you can be more smarter. Some people do another longer method that is not at all advisable. A into B is 24 means you will take B is equal to 24 by A and then substitute it here. Then substitute that value here. That is too clumsy and so time consuming. So don't do that. I will give you a similar idea without actually forming equations or forming expressions of mathematical expressions. Instead, you can take just examples. Taking example again. A into B is 24. Can you take an example which satisfies it? Because whatever example you take, it should be working. The example which satisfies A into B is 24. Finally, will give you A into D also. You can take any example, 8 into 3, 6 into 4, 12 into 2, 1 into 24. I am just taking 6 into 4 because that is easier example. That means let A be 6 and B be 4. B is 4 means 4 into something is 32. 4 into what is 32? 8. So we understood C is 8. 8 means 8 into something is 48. 8 into what is 48? 8 into 6 is 48. That means you are getting D value by putting A value. So if A is 6, D is 6, that is 6 square, which is a perfect square. Is that clear to all? How taking example method can help you out in this question? Option B is a perfect square will be the answer. If that is clear, let's go to the next question and next method. I have given you 4 examples of taking example method. Further example, if you want, I will try to give in the next class. So now we will go to a next method. Try this question. I'm going to teach you another method. So today, what all method we discussed? Visual method, taking example method, and the third one we are going to discuss is called elimination by related options or related statements. So try this out. It's a very simple question and you can do it with any method. But again, to teach you this method, I will use this example and then show you a complicated question where this method is the only resort for getting the answer faster. In this question, you will not feel any much difference of time because this question is so silly and so simple. Very good. Some of you already got the answers. Okay, so I will start explaining. One of the 4 ABCD committed a crime. A said I did it. B said I didn't. C said B did it. D said A did it. Who is lying? It's a logical reasoning problem. So listen very carefully. So this question normally many people do this either direct method or substitution method. Substitute first option and see whether there is any contradiction. Second option and see whether there is any contradiction. Third option and see whether there is any contradiction. But in my opinion, that is also little more time consuming. If you use another elimination technique called elimination with related options or related statements, that is more effective. Listen carefully. These are the 2 hypotheses we can get from this question. Only one person did the crime. Only one person is lying here. I will explain why where it is written. one of the four committed the crime. So एक person ने crime किया और एक ही person lie कर रहा है. There is only one person who is lying, because who is lying, only one answer can be possible, na? There is no option with combination of A and B lying, or B and C lying, and C and D lying. No. All options, the nature of answer option proves that only one liar is there. There is no multiple liars. Even if question does not specify that, from the options we can get this idea that single liar is there. एक ही person झूठ बोल रहा है. Exactly, Sampriti. Only one answer is correct. So that is an extra hypothesis we can list. One person only is lying. Two person cannot lie. Now if you look at it, A and D are saying this statement. A is saying I did it. I means A. A did it. A is saying A did it. D is saying A did it itself. Are you understanding? That means Shubham, we cannot be sure about it now, because whether they are telling truth or lie, we don't know. Anyway, from A and D statement, we can say that both are telling the same fact. Both are telling the same fact. If two people are telling the same fact, either both of them are telling lie or both of them are telling truth. Generally, also just think, you and your friend is saying that India won this World Cup. A particular year, India won the 1983 World Cup. If both of you are saying so, either both of you are telling truth or both of you are telling lie. It is not like one of you are telling truth and one of you are telling lie. That is impossible. Definitely, both of you are either lying only or telling truth only. But both of you telling lie is not possible in this particular scenario, because then there will be two liars. Only one liar is possible. So what is the conclusion we can have? Both of them are not telling lie. So means both of them are telling truth. What is the truth? A did the crime. A is the criminal. Is that clear? A is the criminal. Now, the primary problem we had in the question is, we don't know who is the criminal to determine who is lying. And that problem is finished, because now we understood that A is the criminal. A is the person who did the crime. Now, whoever is saying against the fact that A is the criminal is the liar. A and B are not liars. So B is saying I didn't do it. So that is not a lie, because A is the criminal. That is not contradicting it. But C is saying B did the crime. C is saying that B is also a criminal, but that is impossible. Only one person can be a criminal. A, we already know enough proof we have to justify that A is confirmed a criminal. So definitely C saying B is criminal is not justified. Only one criminal is there. That is why. So we can say that C is the liar. Is this clear to all of you? Look at this slide. Maybe you will get more clarity. As I told, in this question you may not feel the relevance of this method, because this question, whichever method you do, that will not make much difference. But in some questions this will create a big difference. I will show you such a question which came in a very recent GATE exam question paper. Not very recent, 2019 GATE exam question paper. So yeah, before that I'll just give you an introduction about the upcoming free classes. There are two free series running in my profile. One is through the Unacademy mobile application or Unacademy website. 11 AM on Thursday, Friday and Monday. That is tomorrow, day after tomorrow, Monday. Every week this month, this is the schedule. I take class not in the YouTube channel, but that is in the Unacademy application or Unacademy website. You can find this. So it's a 200 general aptitude questions practice course. It's a completely free course. 10 lectures with 20 questions daily. 11 AM to 12:10. 12:10 is the timing. So if you want to access it, I'll just show you for the new students. I understand that there are many new students who are attending this lecture. So for the new students, I will just show you how you can access that classes. Look at this. This is the profile Unacademy website you can go to, or in this description of this video you can see the details of my profile. There you can just search the name of the educator you want to follow. For example, if you want to see my profile, just search my name and you can find the profile there, and you can click on the profile. This is the same procedure for any educators classes you want to attend, and there you can see the profile details, and this logged courses are actually the plus or iconic courses that can be accessed with the plus or iconic subscription. But going down you can see the special classes. Special classes means free classes. If you click on the see all option, you can see all the previous free videos. There are 300 plus free classes already launched. All of them you can see in this profile. And if you click on this special class upcoming, if you click on it, you can see the upcoming free class which you can attend live itself. So tomorrow's free classes at 11 a.m. in this profile, rapid fire series top 200 general aptitude questions. We are discussing 200 more free questions, special questions on general aptitude on different topics in tomorrow's class. So you can just go to this profile and click on this profile and click on this notify me option, so that you will get updated. In this notify me option, if you click, you will be notified by Unacademy when I go live. Or another simple way is you just click on the educator and this follow option you can see here. If you click on the follow option, you will get updated whenever that educator go live for this free classes. So my free classes daily at 11 a.m. Tuesday and Wednesday in YouTube channel. Other days it is not in YouTube channel, it is in this profile. So daily 11 o'clock is the timing of my free classes. And if you want full courses, these are the full courses. Complete course on general aptitude, more syllabus covering and doubt clearing. If you don't, the free classes and full classes, the main difference is free classes also you can see almost all the content, but it is assorted in many lectures that it may take time for a fresher to identify which topics or which lecture to club up. So if you don't want that difficulty to identify the topics, and if you like live full courses, this full courses you can join by getting this subscription. You click on this get subscription option and then select this plus or iconic, and then you can use this referral code here CC10, and once you apply this referral code you can see that the price automatically get reduced and you can just proceed to pay, and that is how you can take Unacademy Plus or Unacademy Iconic subscription. And one more thing, by taking Plus or Iconic subscription, you can not only attend my classes, you can access all the courses of all the educators, not general aptitude only, your subject educators classes also you can access. And there are many batch courses for different subjects. All that also you can access. For life science, mathematical science, physical science and chemical science, there are too many courses that you can get access to either through the live or through recording as per your convenience. These are some of the batch courses I am involved in, and today 2:30 p.m. we are starting the new batch course. So if you don't want to miss it, you can be part of the Plus or Iconic platform before today 2:30 p.m. and access it. So that's it. That is the intro I wanted to give for attending the free classes and full courses in the Unacademy profile. YouTube classes normally happens 2 days in a week. Other days the classes are through the Unacademy website or Unacademy mobile application itself. That is why follow that page also so that you don't miss any classes. So anyway, this rapid fire series, and another thing, coming after 1 week from July 20th, I am starting a tips and tricks for general aptitude series. That also you can follow. So anyway, now let us go to the next question. This question all of you try. Another question where you can apply this identifying related options or elimination with related options or related statements. So try this all of you. This came in GATE 2019 exam. And I like to get your answers in the chat. And one more thing, like to know your opinion. This course is going well, I guess. And thank you for the good words, TravelX, Richa, and others. Thank you so much for the good words. So if there is any suggestions you have for these classes, you are welcome to. And if you like the lectures, share this video to your friends also. In this YouTube channel, this will be available all the time. Not only as live, as recordings also, it will be available. So share it with all of your friends. And also like, comment and share this video to more and more people. So any answers for this question? This is the little more trickier version of the previous question. C option. Let's see whether C is correct. I will briefly explain this question now because it takes some time to understand. But briefly I will explain, and if more explanation needed in the upcoming class, we will discuss. And if you want to apply these methods to more and more questions, how to apply it if you want to learn, in the rapid fire lecture, I will show you different questions where you can apply this. Tomorrow, 11 a.m. in the Unacademy profile, you can follow it. So anyway, let us start the explanation of this. A police arrested 4 criminals PQRS. The criminals knew each other. They made the following statements. P said Q committed the crime. Q committed means Q did the crime. Q said S did the crime. R said R did not do it. I did not means R did not do it. And S said what Q said about me is false. What is Q saying? S committed the crime. That is false means S did not commit the crime. So we can rewrite the sentences like this for easier understanding. This is what the 4 people are saying. S is saying Q is telling lie. That means S not committed the crime. Q is saying S committed the crime. In this question, you can do this in a different way. You are identifying related options, but related in the way they are contradicting each other. They are not saying the same thing. In the previous question, we identified two statements are saying the same fact. But here it is not the same fact. Here you can see contradicting facts. Is that clear? Q says S did the crime. S says S didn't do the crime. S not committed the crime. Definitely these are contradicting. Now, if 2 people contradict, definitely one is truth speaking, one is lying. It cannot be both lying or both truth speaking. For example, the previous example I took. If I am saying India won World Cup in 1983. My friend is saying India didn't win World Cup in 1983. Definitely one of us are truthful and one of us are lying. Because these are exactly opposite things. So one is true, one is lie is sure. Same way, one truth here, one lie here. We know that entirely if you analyze all the 4 statements, only one truth and 3 lies are there. Only one truth, that is either Q or S statement. We don't know who told the truth, but we are sure that only one truth is there. So Q or S, one of them exactly told the truth for sure. We don't want to know who it is. Even without knowing it, we can say the other 2 people can only be lying. Why other 2 people can only be lying? Because only one truth is there that is given in the question. 3 lies should be there. And among these 2, Q and S statement, one is compulsorily true because they are contradicting each other. That means these 2 are lies for sure. And look at R statement. We understood R is lying. What is R saying? R not commit the crime. R not commit the crime is a lie we understood. So R committed the crime now. We want to know who committed the crime. We understood R committed the crime. Because question says only one of the 4 committed the crime. Only one of these statements is true. Because of this, we know this. This contradicting statements, we are saying that one is true and one is lie. So the remaining 2 should be lie because 3 lies should be there. And R statement, R not committed the crime, is lie means R committed the crime. Question is asking who committed the crime. R committed the crime. Yeah, please mention how many of you understood it. And it is totally okay not to understand also, because I can repeat it if you tell it. Either today or in the next class. It's already 12:10. They have to complete a little early. So R is the answer. I will show you more variations of this in the next class. As I told, this class will be for 4 lectures. Next class will be coming Tuesday. This series continue in coming Tuesday, but tomorrow definitely there will be this rapid fire lecture. No, Sampriti, who was lying is not the question. Who committed the crime is the question. Na? Janani, can you specify the doubt? मैं एक और बार हिंदी में रिपीट कर रहा हूं. क्वेश्चन में दिया है सिर्फ एक पर्सन ने क्राइम किया और एक पर्सन ने ट्रूथ बोला. एक पर्सन ने ट्रूथ बोला मतलब एक पर्सन ने ट्रूथ बोला तो 3 पर्सन ने झूठ बोला ना. 3 पीपल ने झूठ बोला. 3 पीपल ने झूठ बोला मींस लुक एट दिस. क्यू एंड एस का स्टेटमेंट कॉन्ट्राडिक्टिंग है. एक स्टेटमेंट का एक्सैक्ट ऑपोजिट है दूसरा स्टेटमेंट. मतलब उसमें से एक स्टेटमेंट कंफर्म ट्रूथ और कंफर्म लाई होना चाहिए, दूसरा स्टेटमेंट लाई होना चाहिए, क्योंकि ये कॉन्ट्राडिक्टिंग होना चाहिए. लाई और लाई कॉन्ट्राडिक्टिंग नहीं है, ट्रूथ और ट्रूथ कॉन्ट्राडिक्टिंग नहीं है. इसलिए हमें पता चला एक ट्रूथ और एक लाई होना चाहिए. मतलब 4 स्टेटमेंट्स में सिर्फ एक ही स्टेटमेंट ट्रू है ना, बाकी तीनों स्टेटमेंट लाई है. मतलब पी एंड आर लाई बोलना चाहिए, झूठ बोलना चाहिए. क्योंकि फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ पी इज टेलिंग ट्रूथ, व्हाट इज द प्रॉब्लम? P is also telling truth. Q and S, one of them also is telling truth. This is not possible. Question में दिया है एक ही ट्रूथ है. Q और S में से एक पर्सन ने कंफर्म ट्रूथ बोला. किसने ट्रूथ बोला अभी पता नहीं है, लेकिन एक पर्सन ने ट्रूथ बोला कंफर्म. तो P और R ने झूठ बोला, वो हमें पता है. R ने झूठ बोला, इसका मतलब क्या है? Did not do it एक झूठ है. आई डिड नॉट डू इट झूठ है, तो आर ने क्राइम किया है ना. क्वेश्चन क्या पूछ रहा है? झूठ कौन बोल रहा है? दैट इज नॉट द क्वेश्चन. क्राइम किसने किया है? दैट इज द क्वेश्चन. आर ने कंफर्म क्राइम किया. ऑलरेडी वी गॉट अ क्रिमिनल, सो यू डोंट हैव टू वरी अबाउट द रेस्ट, क्योंकि क्वेश्चन में दिया है सिर्फ एक ही क्रिमिनल है, इसलिए ऑप्शन बी आंसर. So identifying related options or elimination with related options have 2 aspects. Either same things are told, 2 things are same, or 2 things are contradicting. These are 2 aspects of it. Contradicting case is what I have taught you now. Same case is what I taught you here. I will show you more examples. Yeah, first of all I will give you a homework question. Try it and come in the Tuesday class. Upcoming Tuesday. I know there may be still doubt on some of the aspects I told this method. Don't worry, I will clarify that doubt in the upcoming class. Now it is late, so we will discuss the remaining doubt in the next class. This is a series of 4 lectures. So in the upcoming 2 lectures, we will have further clarification of doubts. And the remaining things are clear, I guess. So I will summarize what I taught you today. So if you have doubt, don't worry, we will repeat or we will take this question once again in the upcoming class. So today these are the things we discussed. Visual method. Generally the slides are available in my special classes, generally Unacademy mobile application. Special classes you can check, or in my Telegram channel, Christy's classes Telegram channel, you can find them. So taking example method, visual method, elimination with the related option, 2 aspects of it. Some mutually contradicting statements you can find, some same statements we can find. So that are the things that we have learned today. Taking example, visual method, elimination with related option. So I think it was an informative session for all of you. If you like the lecture, like this video also and share this video to more and more people. This video link will work as a recorded video also. Those people who could not attend it live, share it to them. Any competitive exam preparing students, you can share it with them. Again reminding, tomorrow's class is not in this YouTube channel. Tomorrow's class is in the Unacademy free platform, rapid fire lecture for general aptitude, a 200 question solving mission we are having. We have completed only one lecture in that session. That lecture is also available in my profile. And if you are new to Unacademy, you can use this code to unlock the free platform, CC10 code or CC10 live code you can use. So I think this is clear. So the rest discussion we will do in the next class, next Tuesday, YouTube channel. Tomorrow, Unacademy free platform, rapid fire series, top 200 general aptitude questions. So that's it. Thank you all. Take care, all of you. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Stay safe, all of you. And take care of yourself and take care of your family in this pandemic situation.